Blue Chip creates leadership programs for the UK-based scholars of some of the most ambitious companies in the world. Why did I start it? The day I walked into the largest consumer goods company in the world, Procter & Gamble, when I was 21, having left university, I was overwhelmed with the level of responsibility that hit me. And so I decided to create an organisation and a program which would support students in exactly the same boat that I was in a few years earlier. These students are going to be accessing a global economy, and they will be the international leaders. Therefore, we need to put them in a position to really develop cultural understanding. That is what we're doing by integrating them more effectively into the UK and into the business world. We are really keen to take these young people out of their normal environment, out of university, and put them in a safe space. We recently ran a leadership retreat in Edinburgh, one of Britain's greatest cities, where we began with an orientation of their new environment. We created immersive cultural experiences. We started with a traditional Scottish ceilidh and had a communal meal. The following morning, after the scholars spent the night in the same house to develop a stronger sense of camaraderie across the group, we started with a bang. An experience to test and develop the scholars' critical thinking skills and their ability to collaborate under exceptional pressure. We locked them in a room and they had to escape by solving a series of complex clues and puzzles. It was a race against the clock. They had a chance to engage in a cultural elective, visiting Edinburgh Castle, the Scottish Parliament or other key attractions, before rejoining the programme for a communication workshop, looking at the value of storytelling in a business and leadership environment. We wanted to give the scholars an opportunity to meet with a leading expert in the field of communication. So Gareth Zundel, Head of Communication at the multi-billion-pound conglomerate, the Libra Group, ran a session designed to demystify PR and marketing. Edinburgh is internationally renowned for its burgeoning theatre scene, so from this workshop on communication we zoomed to an innovative theatre production, where we gave the scholars a chance to engage in British culture further and to meet people from the creative industries over dinner. And then, after a quick night's sleep, the students were up again and were thrown into further creative and immersive challenges. We gave students £50 as a team to create the most amount of money possible for charity in Edinburgh on Remembrance Sunday. They struggled because there were 8 people in a team with 20 different ideas each, and with just 3 hours, how to turn £50 into £1,000 is a difficult call to make. The programme drew to a close with a debrief over lunch, a public speaking session, and a final consultancy challenge where scholars came up with solutions to a real problem posed by an Edinburgh-based company. The programme concluded with the teams having to pitch their ideas to a panel of judges. But beyond the leadership retreats, we also ensure that the scholars are developing beyond their academic curriculum throughout the whole year. One-on-one mentoring is a key part of our leadership programme because we recognise that whenever young people arrive in this country, they are not necessarily at the same stage of their leadership journey. For leaders to develop, they need the experience, but they also need time to reflect and time to think, and time, importantly, to think with others. That is why the mentoring is so important. Blue Chip arranges internship opportunities for the scholars at global and entrepreneurial organisations to develop their social capital and business experience further. We also source networking opportunities for the scholars and put them through tough physical challenges to develop increased levels of resilience and teamwork, all skills that are sorely needed in the corporate world. I think there are 3 crucial things that we offer these students. The first is that we're on the ground. We support them where they live and work. The second is that we're young. We're in our 20s. And the third thing is that we are independent. We can create a safe space where we do not judge them and we give them an opportunity to grow. We do not create a blueprint leader, but we will create one that is exceptionally ambitious, both for themselves and for their community.